We back. We ghetto. We tired.
As
I don't
fuck.
even know what else to say. No, I don't know what to say to us.
Oh, I'm so
Oh, hey,
tired.
it's Urban Laughter in a new set of lashes that you all cannot see. Oh, my little bundles is fresh, low key under my bonnet today, but again, I'm not taking it off.
Well, I shaved today. My beard looks great. I
Now I
actually did
wouldn't
a
say
really good
great. Now
job.
let's
And then, like,
let
I have more gray coming in the mustache now. And I'm so excited about it. So excited about it.
I wish I could see him. This is
hmm
ridiculous.
hmm
Okay, first of all, how are you?
I'm,
Oh,
do-
this
I'm
has
doing.
Urban Laughter.
No, I don't know, but I'm JB too. And this is the Rude Urban Truth.
Oh, you said you're good. Okay, so today I posted a little question on our page, and I want to
hmm
ask you it because I didn't get a chance to ask you it.
hmm
What are some traditions or unorthodox traditions that you and your family has?
My family,
Yeah.
we eat by one. We usually gone from grandma's house by 4 or 5. There's some people that would literally spend all day at grandma's, or they might eat later. We don't. We start eating at like 1 or 2 o'clock. We usually done by 4 or 5, and we all start going our separate ways. So that's
Okay.
one thing, and
No,
I also steal a pie.
not you still in the past. So theft.
Yeah,
Okay. So
as
theft
soon as
is
I
one of
get
the
there,
traditions.
I usually go and take a pecan pie. Right, and
Mine is one
that's my
tradition
thing.
our family starves. Oh, and my older brother fella commented. He said that Thanksgiving dinner at 10. My mom really do be feeding us at 10. Like
Mm-mm.
you really gonna be hungry when you eat with
Like
her.
we're not sitting there all day. Grandma be
Oh,
like, look, we eating
okay.
at 1 o'clock.
Cubana Kiss said fight. I'm screaming. Not your
Oh my
tradition being
god.
fighting.
I
Violence
mean,
activated.
that's what Thanksgiving and Christmas is usually when people's mouths start getting real ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. It's something about
And
that being indoors and feeling bold with that heat. It's that heat.
hmm
Oh, not that ain't yours. My white in-laws cook one meat.
one meat,
You
dry
know,
ass
just one
turkey.
meat.
And that's it.
That
Like
dry
we
ass
have
dirt, and I
turkey,
said,
we have ham. So we've
no,
had
my mom makes just turkey too. Now on Christmas we have turkey and ham.
no, we usually have both. We usually have both of them. Like just turkey. I mean, turkey is whack as hell. Like, I hate. I usually don't ever eat turkey. Like no, there's so many better things out there than some
And I'm
turkey.
surprised with you being a middle class white man. You don't eat
Mm,
turkey.
mm-mm, at all. I don't like turkey. I think green bean casserole is like the work of the devil. Like there's just certain things that I just don't eat. Like have you like who
No,
sat
how you
down?
gonna say green bean cat? First of all, y'all, we talking about all this because you know Thanksgiving is this week. Happy
hmm
Thanksgiving. You need to go to hell because green bean casserole and everything. Green bean casserole low key be fair,
No, it don't.
depending
It
on who
does
made
not. It literally looks like green
it.
beans and
No, it
throw up.
don't.
And then you sprinkle in some fried onions on top. Like, so y'all eating some throw up green
You
beans and
stick
some
your dick
fried
and
onions.
throw
Like
up.
everything about that is just so. That's some white people shit. That's some white people shit that they thought of. It's like how black people like, we go in the kitchen like we ain't got a lot in here. Let's just put something together. You made something, but it be fire. This is an example of what happens when white people ain't got nothing in their kitchen and then they make some shit like some green bean casserole.
I like green bean casserole, boy. Fuck you talking about.
But you
So
also
this
like moon
Thanksgiving,
pies, and that shows that your taste buds are
why you
also a
always
little bit.
gotta drag moon pass
You
into
got
this?
you got
Also,
you
just a
got remedial
sidebar. I was watching a
taste buds.
Thanksgiving. I was watching a Family Guy Thanksgiving episode, and Mayor Adam West came in and was like, I brought peeps." He had them in a box, and I was like, I would have loved Mayor West. I was so happy. You know how Mayor West talked? He's like, "I brought peeps." And she was all like, "Thank you." But he said like it was a main dish. He's like, "I
Uh,
brought peeps."
Mayor West was
I
gold.
was no, I was screaming because most of y'all know they do have other seasonal peeps, but y'all know peeps is the Easter candy. My man, it's November and you brought peeps to somebody's house, and y'all know I like my
Mhm.
peeps a little still. I had to tore them peeps up. I like to let them get a little hard, a little crunch on them. But listen, right? This Thanksgiving, this coming Thursday, I'm actually going to make a roast because I'm not going home to Pittsburgh. I haven't in the last couple of years, but I'm actually make a roast instead of I usually make a capon or a roasting chicken. But this year I'm like, I want to do something different, but I want it to be a hearty meat, so I'm making a roast. I'm putting it in my slow
Okay.
cooker.
Or some like
Thanksgiving
Cornish
Day,
hens. Do some Cornish hens,
get
something small that don't
bags.
take too long to
Talk
thaw out
about
and
the
everything.
Cornish hen. Talk about the Cornish hens. I got me a little bit of cornbread, and I'm
hmm
gonna put it in that slow cooker. I bought some fresh green beans. I will not make casserole with them. I bought fresh carrots. I brought fresh everything. I bought everything organic and fresh. My God, the bill was not organic. That bill felt like it had some additives in it.
Oh, mm-mm. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Like, there's certain dishes that everybody has to make, like Tamika, cousin
What you
Tamika.
making?
I don't know. I know I'm going to make some mac and cheese. I really do plan on getting some Cornish hens, getting like one of those bacon bags, the oven bacon bags that come with like the seasoning
Mm-hmm.
stuff already
I
in there.
like them. Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
I like those too.
Brian could probably make the corn casserole, which is something that I didn't know anything about until I met him. Apparently,
Corn casserole?
yeah, it's like corn. So I seen that white people call it corn
Yeah, I
pudding,
know what it is.
but I had never had corn casserole. That's
Yeah, I
not a
knew what
North
it was when you
Carolina
said it.
thing.
It's
Um,
good.
but
And
yeah,
when you said it, I'm all like, I know what it is.
yeah, I
Yeah,
don't do
corn
that.
pudding. I do like corn pudding. I guess you don't like it. It's
No,
good.
I love it. I
I
love it.
don't do
I
that.
hadn't heard of it. I hadn't heard of it until I met him.
What do
Um,
Tamika make?
Tamika's mac
You're
and
starting to
cheese.
say that.
She's the mac and cheese person in the family.
Yes, cousin.
So my
I'm
mom is known for her
cousin.
sweet potato. I mean not sweet potato, but her potato salad. She's known for her carrot cakes
I want some potato salad too.
and some other stuff. Grandma makes like my Aunt Joanne. She ain't really known for being a cook, but she makes good chicken salad and cabbage. Her
See,
cabbage
my
is
mom
bomb.
is the potato salad woman, the greens woman. I make the mac and cheese. But that's
I
because
mean,
mac
but
and
do
cheese is like
you?
one of my favorite foods. It
Because
is.
I
I
haven't
really
had
have.
it. I've never had it.
Oh, you never will because you just be doing way too much, and I don't got time for that.
But if you
But
get
I
a
know
good
my
mac and
family likes it.
cheese, then
My
like,
family likes it. Me, like my mom, my aunt, couple cousins from Virginia. With good taste palates. I said good
do they
taste
have
palates.
good taste? Do they taste buds like
Mm,
yours?
but I be making it yearly, and I be making turkey. My turkeys don't be
I
dry.
mean, but
I
if
be
you're the
dusting
only
my
one
shit in
that's gonna
butter.
go in the kitchen and make it, that don't mean it's good. You've seen these white
You
people
hear me?
making
Although
stuff
my
every
whole
year.
turkey wasn't dry. I doused it in butter. I remember one of my friends' grandma died,
Okay,
and
Paula
my mom
Dean.
always volunteering some shit. I'm well, uh, uh, Jada can make a turkey, girl. First of all, me and him was on the outs. I'm thinking like I ain't making shit. I'm not feeding these niggas. Okay, but I made the turkey. And it was like, oh, this turkey is so good. Mm-hmm. It's doused in butter,
I don't want nobody's turkey.
seasoned.
I'm not
Boy,
a fan.
me too.
Okay,
This
question:
first gonna
Are
be
you
seasoned.
a canned cranberry sauce person or a homemade cranberry sauce person, or do you like it at all?
Oh, can me please? I had a homemade cranberry. That motherfucker was not right. I've been to it like what? What is
What is
it? First of all,
this?
it looked a little bit like it looked almost like jelly with big like live cranberries, and I think they was thinking. First of all, this is to me is like pulp, and I feel like you could drink or eat pulp,
It
you're
looked
gonna
like
choke
some
and
shit you
die.
would put on
So
top of
first
a
of all, no,
cheesecake.
yeah, baby. I've been to that little hard ass cranberry. I said, where's the ocean spray?
And then question for you: dressing or stuffing? Which do you say? And is there a difference between the two?
I be saying stuffing.
So if it's not, even if it's not inside of a turkey, it's considered stuffing.
I mean, I be calling it stuffing.
I
I mean,
call
we
it
say dressing.
stuffing too, but there's some people like they literally be like, if it's in a pan, then it's dressing. If it's inside, then it's stuffing. I'm like, but it's the same
Who
shit.
said that? That sounds. Whoever said that be buying them Dollar Tree pans that be folding underneath the weight.
Yeah.
You don't know what I'm talking about? Oh, I made the mistake one year of putting some macaroni and cheese in it. Oh, when I say it bent under the
Oh, that
pressure, I
thing
had to
went
put a listen. I had to put it on a cookie sheet, but it was one of my cheap cookie sheets. The one from Dollar Tree that boom,
Oh, so
when they get hot.
how both of them
Child,
rolled up?
child, the pan was breaking under the weight. The cheap one was bouncing around. It was just y'all invest in your tools when you cook. I mean, I learned the hard way. I mean, I have invested now. I actually have good quality bacon and storage and everything because I learned the hard way. I went to Family Dollar in my first apartment and racked up on stupid shit like knives and everything. Child, them knives was just as dull. I said, but at this point, this steak knife is a butter knife.
Okay.
But now I finally got some decent little set, and I be sharpening them and everything. And I be looking at her like, let somebody come in here. I be cutting my little vegetables with the.
Thinking you
I
doing
also got
something.
it. Okay, hello.
Yeah. I kind of miss going home. I haven't been home for Thanksgiving in a little while now.
Me either. And I was thinking, it's so funny you said that because I was thinking that same thing this year. And you seen the list that I shared from my niece. First of all, that's my baby. She really makes lists like I do. I was like, oh, my baby makes lists. I hope she don't let her list derail. Like when I used to first write lists, if I didn't do everything on that list that day or in a certain order I had received in my mind, derail. Evelyn used to tell me all the time, girl, you write lists and let them derail you. And I'm all like, shut your ass up. But now, having been a manager in my role, I learned that, you can't really stick to these lists, baby. You got to be ready to pivot. You got to hit what you can hit and carry over what you carry over.
Yep. To
Mm-hmm.
me, a list is like a goal to accomplish some things. But if something doesn't happen, be flexible enough to move what you can. Because
I had to
otherwise,
learn the
you're just
hard
going
way
to be
with that too.
stressing all the time. So, okay, we done
KB
went
drinking
straight
that
into
same
it.
old dresser water again.
Okay, first of all, you're not going to do my water. But we have been saying, we've gone on a whole tangent.
Oh my bad.
Let's go ahead
I
and
mean, it's Thanksgiving, and we had to
go.
talk about some. And I wanted to read some of the responses we got.
Oh, I got some Am I the Assholes that are Thanksgiving related, so we ain't done. But do you have what's your rude quote of the week this week?
Okay, first of all, I got it off the internet from this page. It's called Ends Be Hoes. Okay. First of all, I said if we running somewhere, running away from something, you grab my shirt, I'm gonna rock your shit. And I agree. If
Don't
I'm running
get off
somewhere and you
me.
grab my shirt, yo, listen, because you know how people do. You trying to run, they grab. Why are you touching on me?
To me, that's
We're
a
in the
sign
midst
that
of
you're trying to make me
running,
fall so that
right?
whatever we're
So I can
running
get
away from
jammed up.
can get me. And
Right.
you're not about to do that.
That's why I'm a rock you. That's why I'm a rock you.
Don't
That's
play them
exactly why.
games.
Not me. I
Mm-mm.
try to drink water every time JB drink water. Y'all, I ain't even thirsty. I'm just being dumb.
I was noticing that too. I'm like, she is real thirsty today. She's drinking a lot for it not to be a
I'm not.
Pepsi.
No, I'm not. I had my. I drink my water quota a day.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I don't drink enough. I drink 2 to 3 glasses a day to
Mm-mm.
my
She
8 Pepsis.
lied. She peeing it look like orange juice.
You
Is
heard what I
that
said? I
it?
think two. I said. You hear what I said? I said 2 to 3. I said, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, to my
Like
eight
I said,
Pepsis.
she
Eight
peed and it looked
Pepsis.
like orange juice. That's how much water
No,
she
it
be drinking.
don't. No, it don't.
Okay, so
Like,
rude quote out of the way. So I got a black magic person today, and I just want to highlight this
I
young
just throw
king
it away like it was in the way.
because this young king is out here making moves at the age of 15 and 16. I want to highlight young guy, 16 years old, named Cameron Tucker. Cameron Tucker is from Detroit, and last summer he decided that he was going to learn how to cut hair. So he started cutting his younger cousin's hair. He started saving money by cutting his own, and then started making a little bit of money by cutting his friend's hair. And he started getting like real good. Well, word get out that Cameron is out here like cutting up people's heads like this, but not having them walk around looking like Kanye West and that, like people looking kind of sharp. And he decides that he gonna start cutting hair in school.
Okay then. Because everybody
Cameron, and
loves
I'm
a good
sending you a
hustler.
picture because they have a picture of him cutting hair in a bathroom. Yes. Cameron takes over the third floor bathroom in his high school and is cutting hair. Cameron is so good that he now has a line of kids standing up waiting to get their hair cut in the bathroom. Yes, he's cutting hair while he has his backpack on. So his mama Cassandra, she's sitting at home and she got a call from the school because he was in the middle of cutting somebody's hair. A teacher walked in, stared at them for a whole 45 seconds, and then walked out.
The teacher probably horrified. Like, what in
Mama
the
gets
fresh hell?
right. The mama gets a voicemail saying, "Hey, we need someone to come pick up Cameron. He's running a barbershop out of the third floor bathroom. There's a line in there, hair all over the floor. He got his setup in there like he's on the movie Barbershop." He
Now he
said,
got his. That got to be a black teacher.
"Right." So then Cameron is walking to the office, and he said that the administrators in there like, "Yo, I respect your hustle." So he getting praised as he about to go get discipline in the office.
So we got disciplined for that. They couldn't
Oh
just shut down the shop.
no, they suspended him for a day. The school suspended him for a day.
How?
But there's a light that came at the end of this tunnel. This happening caught the eye and the ear of Sebastian Jackson. He is one of the city's top barbers and the owner of the Social Club Grooming Company. But Sebastian's clientele includes Jalen Rose, Big Sean, Dwele, and Reggie Bush. So he cuts celebrities' hair. Like this man is good. He offered
Okay.
Cameron an apprenticeship with him for free to help hone his skills because he's like, yo, you've only been doing this for a year. You're doing really well to only be cutting hair for a short
Okay.
amount of time. So how about I take you under my wing and help refine these skills?
Love to hear
Mm-hmm.
it.
So like he started working with Sebastian. He was able to go to school the next week. He's not cutting hair in school anymore, but the community center, I mean, this community college out there actually has a barber license program, and they're hoping that because he's already doing this, that he'll take this as an opportunity to start going there as well. But I wanted to highlight this guy because I'm like, yo, I can't be mad at you. Like, I
I
get
ain't
that
mad
there's a
at you.
problem here, that you clearly shouldn't be doing this in school. That mean people skipping classes just to come get their haircut.
Skipping class. I mean, you ain't in class, sir. You are running an entire a
Maybe he's
beauty.
doing it on lunch. Maybe he's doing it on his lunch. I
You
don't
ain't cutting
know.
that many kids from your lunch.
But I thought it was dope that, he made a decision that he wanted to try to learn how to do something. He committed to it. He started saving money, and he's already built up clientele just from doing this in school, and called the ear of one of the most popular barbers in Detroit. Like, I can't be mad at that. There's certain
I'm
things
proud of you.
you look at it and you like, you know what? I know this ain't that great. Like, you shouldn't be doing this, but at the same time, I'm here for you. What you doing? I'm here for it. Continue doing what you're doing. Just be respectful of the fact that you ain't supposed to do it in school. I mean, sounds like these people will follow you wherever you go anyway. So just pop up shop somewhere else and cut your hair and do what you need to do. But shout out to Cameron Tucker.
Yes, Big Cam. I have to see his name in lights when they get like talk about. Oh, I got a barbershop of my own.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, we're
I'm
done.
ready for them to bring back the shop on MTV, and he's gonna be the one cutting the hair in Detroit.
Right.
Cutting the hair of the celebs. So Black Magic done. Let's go ahead and move into
Hey, how you going down our checklist today? Black Magic done.
So Rude Talk.
Rude talk.
See, y'all, I paused, and she was
I ain't
delayed.
forget though.
She was delayed.
I did not.
So this week in Rude Talk, I have some Am I the Assholes that are Thanksgiving related, so we can really dip down and see what type of drama these people got in their lives. But I found some other things that might be worth us kind of bouncing some ideas off of each other and figuring out where we stand and how these people handled their particular situation. So I'm going to let you choose. I have 4 Am I the Assholes. We have 1. Am I the asshole for canceling Thanksgiving? 2.
Uh-oh.
Am I the asshole for telling my family if they want Thanksgiving, they'll have to get off their asses and plan it? 3. This one is about a man not helping his wife. Am I the asshole for not helping more with Thanksgiving? And 4. This one actually was posted 5 days ago. Am I the asshole for not hosting Thanksgiving for 20 plus people for the 4th year in a row?
Let's go with the cancellation.
Okay, we're going to start with cancellation. This is written from the point of view of someone who is a 40-year-old woman. She said, I have hosted Thanksgiving for my family for the last 20 years. There was never an issue until my brother met his new wife, Julie, 5 years ago. Julie is very big into fad diets like Atkins, keto, South Beach, and every year she sends me a list of foods she cannot eat and a list of things she can. Last year, I cooked her the exact keto foods that she wanted, and she was upset the entire meal because my brother didn't want to eat it with her, so they fought at the table. Last week, she sent me a text message that she is now on the fertility diet as they are starting IVF, and sent me another list of foods that she cannot eat and a planned menu for her to be cooked for her. My thing is this: if you, this is me cutting this short real quick. If you know that you're eating a specific diet, stop putting it on other people to cater to your diet. How about you bring the foods?
Right, bring your stuff. Right, every say bring. Right.
Because one, that's not fair to everyone else who want to eat traditional foods because they are making food specific for you, this one person. But anyway, jumping back into it. I texted her back and told her that this year I was making one meal and one meal only, and she could either eat what was being served or bring her own food. She texted back and told me that I was being selfish and didn't care about her. My brother called me up the next day and asked if I was happy about ruining Thanksgiving and started to yell about how at their barbecue last summer they catered to my food allergies. She put in parentheses, I am deathly allergic to strawberries and have an EpiPen. I told my brother that this was not the same as a life-threatening food allergy, that this was a dietary choice and it changes every year. He called my mother, who told him that we all find it difficult to keep up with Julie's dietary needs and that if she wants special foods, she needs to bring them herself. Now my entire family is fighting with each other. My brother won't speak to me and my sister-in-law is posting nasty things about me on Facebook. I told my husband about this and he said this was some ridiculous high school bullshit drama. He told me he would be fine canceling the whole meal and it just being our family. I agreed with him and sent everyone a text message. I told them that Thanksgiving at my house is canceled, that I'm serving a Thanksgiving menu, and if they want to come over and eat with us, they are welcome to do so. My sister is thrilled that I finally said something about it. She hosts Christmas dinner and is also tired of making extra meals. My mom is, however, upset that we are all fighting and thinks that I shouldn't have canceled Thanksgiving. Now I'm starting to feel guilty, but my husband and my son say that I need to stand my ground and not give in to Julie and my brother. So am I the asshole for canceling Thanksgiving?
No.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Ciao.
My thing is this. Like she said, if you are changing your diet every year and you're expecting people to always cater to you, you need to do your own thing. It's just like if I'm hosting Thanksgiving and I invite some people that I know are vegan, I might make a couple of things for them, but I'm not making my whole Thanksgiving meal around what they just want. I'm not doing that because I'm not going to be satisfied on Thanksgiving. Other people who are not vegan are not going to be satisfied. The only person who's going to be happy is this one person who decided one random day that they weren't going to eat meat anymore. You're not about to ruin Thanksgiving for me. And then, just like I know, when you're cooking on Thanksgiving, that shit is tiring. It takes a lot of
I'm thinking
effort.
now, like, yo, I be trying to be respectful for people, but that'd be the one time I got real ill and disrespectful. I be done ripped the turkey leg off like a barbarian and just bit into it.
Like, I'm just saying, like when you sit back, when you think about when you cooking for Thanksgiving, that means like a day, sometimes at most 2 days. Because if you cooking well before then I don't want to eat anything that you have. But there's certain, like you are cooking for days. All day sometimes still cooking on the day of Thanksgiving. I'm not about to invest even more time into cooking some fake meat for you so you got something to eat on Thanksgiving. Absolutely not. Bring your own stuff. Like, why are you messaging me to tell me what I should have on Thanksgiving for you? No, I'm not doing that at all.
What's the next one? We're doing them in order. Wait, let me pick out of the ones. We did cancel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear about the one who didn't host. I feel like we heard one like that before. The one who wouldn't host 20 people.
Yeah, that one was 5 days ago, so it's pretty new.
All right.
So I'll do this one, and then I'm going to the real juicy stuff that ain't Thanksgiving related.
Oh, well, no, we can skip this one. We don't even need another Thanksgiving one. Let's go to the juicy stuff.
Okay, so
no, we've been talking about Thanksgiving for a while.
Okay, so this one was posted 18 hours ago. I have not read it, but this is the title. Hold on, let me make sure. Okay. All right, here we go. Am I the asshole for forcing my brother and his girlfriend to get an abortion? That's the title. So here we go. So I'm a 24-year-old who moved out of their parents' place a couple years back. My parents are terrible people and were very cruel to me and my brother growing up. I very much enjoy the space to myself, and it has been the only time in my life I've truly felt safe. That's really sad, but I know that happens to a lot of people. So I'm glad that they were able to make that decision and step away, because some parents are toxic. Parents, y'all can be toxic. All right, back to the story.
Yeah.
My twin brother, Zach, didn't move out and was pretty miserable living with my parents. About 8 months ago, he asked if he and his girlfriend could stay with me for a while, as he started school a couple years after me and isn't financially in a place where he can afford his own place. Knowing how shitty my parents are and how much of a good guy and gal Zach and Kat are, it really wasn't much of a decision. I just told them to chip in when they can, and as long as I'm not paying for their food or anything like that, it's chill for the time being. Things have been fine, and Zach and Kat have been nothing but respectful to me and my place. The place is on the smaller side, but Zach is usually at school or work, and Kat works a great amount of time as well, so I'm not really super bothered by it. Their plan is to move out once Zach graduates, which is going to be in 2023.
So they just got another year. But they hustling.
That's 2 years ago. 2 years from now, but if he's,
I'm proud enough. It's 2022 in my head.
Mm-hmm. So it says now that wasn't much of an issue to me, as they don't really have anywhere to go, and I totally get not going back home. The thing is, though, about a week back, they revealed to me that they were pregnant. While I think it's awesome and I'm excited for them, this severely throws a wrench into our living situation. I really can't deal with a baby living with us for the extended future. I'm someone who's very sensitive to noises and suffers from insomnia, so a crying baby would literally make my life hell. When I asked them what they were planning on doing, they said that they were going to keep it as Kat doesn't believe in abortion. They feel as if they would be great parents. And she agrees. She feels like that they would definitely be good parents. She said, congrats, and they ended the conversation. The next day, I asked them what their plans were for housing in the near future, as they know about my sleeping condition and how I'd feel with a baby or toddler in the house. They said they'd have to stay here as they didn't really have anywhere to go, and I told them that wouldn't be happening for reasons stated earlier. They both got upset and have accused me of forcing them to go have an abortion. Am I the asshole for not allowing my brother and his girlfriend to continue living with me if they have a baby?
No! The deal was for you two fools, not a third.
Right.
And babies really control your life, though. You can't control them; they're unruly.
And I'm not even
schedule.
sitting over here telling them they need to go get an abortion, but really, you need to completely change up your circumstances right now if you think that you're going to be able to afford a child. Right now, y'all can't even afford a place to stay, and you think that you're going to be able to afford a baby. You really have to start making some decisions. You need to start changing some things. Someone's going to have to start doing something if this is going to be something you need to do. But expecting someone to also adjust their living situation to accommodate you because of something y'all could have presented. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that at all. I'm mad that they're accusing her of forcing them to have an abortion. No, that sounds like that was something you were already thinking about. To me. Like, that's the thing that you're going to throw out there. That must have been on your mind already. Because, no. But this is one that's kind of interesting. I haven't read any of the comments. Most of the time when you go to Am I the Asshole, they'll go ahead and flag it and let you know if they consider the person an asshole or not, and stuff like that. This is one. This is something that's really, really fresh still. It only was posted 11 hours ago. The question is, am I the asshole for visiting my brother in prison? My brother, 26, is in prison for 20 years for vehicular manslaughter. It was a terrible day, rainy and foggy. He was on his way home from an overnight shift when he accidentally hit an elderly lady who was, according to the witness, trying to catch a stray dog. It was about 6 a.m. My brother at first panicked and fled the scene, but less than 5 minutes later returned because he felt tremendous guilt. He arrived at the same time as the first responders. He right away confessed, and they even let him go home after taking his statement. A week after, the cops came to the house with a warrant. The court was brutal on him, painting him as to be a drug addict. He has a medical condition where he sometimes takes narcotic pain medication, but only as needed and never at work. It's prescribed by a pain management doctor. He had it in his system because the day before the event, after he got home from work, he took one for pain. They practically slapped a book in his face. Our parents, mom and stepfather, have cut him out of their lives. One thing I should mention is that me and my brother are, they're people of color. It looks like they were adopted because the mom and stepfather are white, unless the dad is black. Their biological dad might be black, so maybe they're mixed. Anyway, the stepfather heavily influences our mom. When we were teens, if we did anything wrong, we would get extreme punishment, while our step siblings would get minor punishments for the same thing. Brother, also extremely dark, was definitely treated the harshest. I recently visited my brother, and my stepfather flipped. He and his step siblings have now said I'm a traitor to the family for siding with a criminal, and now I'm uninvited to the holidays. My mom is too timid to stand up for me. And even though that hurts, I didn't throw her under the bus, since she writes my brother regularly and uses a cousin's address so my stepfather doesn't find out. Whew.
See, this is...
Okay, there's a lot of things that are wrong with this, but I'll let you go first.
First of all, your stepdad sounds controlling and manipulating.
And racist.
Slightly, possibly... And racist. I would say he could potentially be abusive, because you can date somebody that likes your black ass and they still be racist. Mm-hmm. Just as an FYI, if you think it's not possible, it very much so is. Don't think it's not. Moms who betray their kids like that or forsake their kids for that. I don't know, man. I always see moms go super hard for their kids, like over everybody. It'd be the kids over everybody. She'd be ready to leave them behind the dad, like, or leave the dad for the kids. I don't know. That ain't sounding right. And you can clearly see that it was an accident. They threw the book at it.
I'm in agreement with you that there's definitely some type of abuse here, because the fact that she's writing letters and using a different mailing address so that the stepfather doesn't find out, to me, that sounds like there's a level of fear there. And
right, you're hiding from your husband.
You're hiding from your husband.
Like,
about your kid. You're hiding from your husband that you are talking to your child. there's a lot that's going on here. And no, you're not an asshole for going to see your brother. I mean, shit, there are people who will still go see their sibling if they did something terrible. This is still your blood, and a lot of times you all they got. Like
Hello.
a lot of people don't want to see their siblings in those situations, and unless they did something
I
to
still go see my brother.
you or
I
if they
watch
did
my
something
visit
to
to my
your
brother
family,
virtually.
yeah, there's a lot of things about this that are wrong, but especially if the influence that this stepfather has over her, the fact that the darker skinned kids are getting worse punishments than his kids, and the fact that they're lighter. Like, there's just a lot of colorism that I'm hearing here.
Mm-hmm.
There's some racism that I'm hearing here. There's some abuse here.
Yep.
Even if it's not physical, it sounds like there's some mental abuse there, which in a lot of cases can be worse than physical. There's just a lot of things that I'm not liking that I am hearing here, and it is terrible. So, all right. I'm going to give you one more, and then we can jump into some other stuff. I'm
What
going to
other
let you
stuff we
choose.
got? I'm sleepy. Look, you remember, guys? I'm sleepy.
Okay, so here's one. And one of them is: am I the asshole for throwing water on a kid who kept doing ding dong ditch?
Nope.
Am I the asshole for insulting my sister after she photoshopped my daughter's pictures? Am I the
This picture
asshole
is
for clinging to my husband at a party and not letting someone speak to him privately? And lastly, telling my roommate I cleaned her pubes off the ground in front of her boyfriend.
Child. First of all, why aren't you getting waxes? That's another topic. I want to hear about this kid that got photoshopped.
Okay, here we go. So the sister, okay, so the person who's writing this is a 37-year-old woman. She has a little sister that's 35, and the writer has a child that is 14. So just so you have the ages here. I have a little sister named Valerie, so I'm just guessing that she's given the person the name Valerie for the sake of the Reddit, and her daughter's name is Lucy. As Lucy has entered her teen years, she's becoming a lot more self-conscious. She's constantly comparing herself to friends at school, celebrities. I currently have her attending therapy, and I also try my best to remind her that she's beautiful just the way she is. Valerie, the sister, took her daughter and Lucy to the mall. When Lucy got back home, I asked her how the day went. She smiled and said that she had a great time. About 3 hours later, I went into Lucy's room to put some of the clothes away. When I opened her door, I saw Lucy laying in her bed crying. I asked her what happened. She pulled out her phone and showed me some pictures that Valerie had posted on social media. Valerie had posted pics of herself, her daughter, and Lucy hanging out in the mall. Lucy then pointed out that Valerie had obviously photoshopped her. She made her complexion clearer, her teeth were whiter, and she slimmed down her waist. Lucy also pointed out that Valerie only photoshopped her in the picture. She didn't touch herself. She didn't touch her daughter either. Only Lucy. Eventually, Lucy told me that she just wanted to be alone for a while. I left and went outside because I was ready to unleash on Valerie. I called her and demanded to know why she would alter Lucy's image. She got defensive and said, last time I checked, I can post whatever I want on my account. I told her about how crushed Lucy was when she saw the pictures. Valerie then doubled down and told me that she was simply making Lucy look better. I told her that Lucy is fine just the way she is, and I don't appreciate her destroying Lucy's confidence. We kept yelling at each other, and things continued to escalate. Valerie yelled that she doesn't want her daughter around Lucy because I'm a drama queen. I yelled back, good, I don't want my daughter to be around a dollar store Instagram slut anyway. Boom. Drop the mic.
Not dollar store Instagram slut. That's so... Excuse me, bitch.
Right. She told me to go fuck myself, hung up on me, and blocked me everywhere. I haven't mentioned this conversation to Lucy because she's stressed out enough already. My husband said I went too far and that I should have been more mature since I'm the big sister. Am I the asshole? She said also, she edited and said my insult was directed towards Valerie after she called me a drama queen. The insult was not directed towards my niece. I just want to clear that up.
First of all, your husband, like, is that your husband or her husband? Because, like, what time are you on? Why he even talking?
He talking about, you got to remember, she also talking about Cho's child. Like,
right. You remember whose side is he on? Like, why are you even talking? Why are you not booting up and we riding over there because sis want to block everybody and we running up on the door? Mm-hmm. Open up. Like, that's what we should be. It's like, let me stop.
No, because what you're not going to do is Photoshop my kid just because you wanted her to look better in your pictures and then try to double down on the fact and tell me that you were making her look better. Oh no, we're not gonna do that. I would have went off on
Yeah, no,
everybody.
I would have went off too.
Would have
You're not
went
gonna tell me
off
to
on
make my baby look better.
everybody because that you
But
don't
I'm
play like
also
that. And
kind
then
of
you put
petty.
doing that to a
See, I'd have did
kid.
one that made hers. I'd have did one and blew hers up.
Have her everywhere. She been looking like Respucia from Norbit.
Yeah, I'd have made her distorted.
Like because you can't. Why would you do that to a child and then justify doing that to a child? It's really crazy to me that people be forgetting that these are kids. Why would you do this to a child? Not only just a child, but this is your niece.
Right.
This is your
Like this ain't even a regular
blood.
child.
Like, why would you do that? Craziness. But anyway, so it seems like we're in agreement with a lot of those. But I think you mentioned that you had a situationship. Do you still you got that
No,
ready?
I didn't find it, bro. No, I ain't got it ready. I didn't even pull it up.
Okay.
I'm in here trying to let you see me respond to a text message.
Well, I can always tell because I love that we have listeners that actually can tell when you're doing stuff.
Y'all don't know shit.
Because they be talking about your response times. They can tell when you're actually listening, and they can also tell when you're not paying attention and you're doing other stuff. So it brings me joy that other people can see when you be doing this crazy stuff.
Don't be making me look worse. Don't do that.
I'm just saying, you tell that to them. They making you look worse.
Shut your asses
So
up.
this is my last thing before we get ready to start closing out. Because y'all, we're both really tired today. So this one was something I've been seeing circulating on the internet a lot. And a lot of people have had very mixed reactions to it, which is kind of weird to me because to me, there should be only one reaction to this. But I'm going to go ahead and get your raw response to this. This person made a post and said, I got an invitation to my cousin's wedding. She's getting married to the man I was engaged to. He cheated on me with her. My aunt, who is the cousin of the one that took my man, is trying to, she's the mom of the one that took my man. But my aunt is trying to convince me to go to the wedding because family is all we have. What is your response here? Give it to them raw. Let them know how you would
I am
handle it.
showing up and airing that bitch out. I'm running. It's coming in hot. Okay? I'm talking like I'm going to go there. I'm going to fuck with the wedding. And once AY calm back down and start heading to the reception hall, I'm going to be there too to knock over the cake. I'll be ready.
I can see you now. They walk in and you're already sitting there with the cake.
Our family is all we got. And then I'll put, well, the family fucks my fiance. I'm going to be wilding, okay? That's my first reaction. Knocking over cakes and airing it out.
But isn't it crazy that family really be looking at stuff like that? Like we've seen a lot of assholes where they literally be like, "No, but this is your family. You need to put those feelings to the side."
Right. Like let you be completely violated.
That is crazy to me. I think it's so crazy. And then the fact that they're like, "No, you need to go because family is everything." Well, like you said, I mean, if I go there, actually, they should be smart and know me well enough to not want me there. Why would you want me to show up at this wedding? You really want me, out of all people, to show up at this wedding? Do you know what this wedding gonna turn into when I walk through the door?
That is a blessing that your family be knowing you, because I feel like my family know me so well. My family wouldn't even tell me they was getting married. I'd have to find out like through a grapevine months after the incident.
Yeah,
and I love that. I love that.
They be trying. I don't get it. People be trying it, but
I'm just saying. Because my family would be like, oh, because she gonna come in here acting foolish. Well, I would be so, that kind of anger, like that's that kind of, for me, like I know I laugh and I joke and all stuff, but that really is like blackout anger.
Mm-hmm. It really is. Like sometimes you just need to, if you're gonna do that, be smart enough to not be like, hey, we need you here, because I'm probably gonna flip out. There's probably going to be a fight. I'm going to have to beat up my cousin and her mama. And then the cake hitting the floor. Like, there's a lot of things. Like, y'all really want to waste your money? You really want to waste all of this money? Granted, they probably ain't going to be a lot of money. They probably going to get married in, like, airbrush shirts and shit like that. But whatever they spent money on, you really want to waste that? You want that on your...
What'd you say?
You want that in your history?
You're going on a t-shirt. Okay?
Like you don't want that in your life. Let's not do that. So that brings us to the end of our episode. Do you have anything that you would like to leave our listeners with before we go?
No, do not be choosing violence this glorious Thanksgiving. And if you do, just DM us and I won't say nothing. But I just want to, if it's something funny.
And
I mean, I'm not encouraging. We don't condone, support violence and or bullying. But if it happened, fuck it, it happened. But
okay,
we ain't
first of all,
encouraging
this is
it.
coming from the woman who said I'm dragging the mama because I'm going to the root of the problem.
That's a personal life choice for me.
Okay, so
That's totally different than me trying to inspire others to do the same. Now, if
okay.
you feel like you want to get to the source, I'm gonna tell you. Obviously, I get it. Like, yo, I feel you because I feel the same way. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm not telling you to do it because, like, don't do that.
Well, I'm going to leave y'all with a couple tidbits. My first one, the cashier at Walmart going to say that's $120. Girl, give me my shit back. I'm going to self checkout. You wildin'. So
Okay,
that's
say
one.
that. What you do every time they say, ma'am, self checkouts open. No, thanks, sweetie. I don't work here. You
So
put me in self checkout. I'm checking myself out of here.
okay, so then there's another one I came across. This was a Twitter exchange. A white lady is on Twitter. They're clearly talking about college students and debt and stuff like that. A white lady says,
I feel the debt.
she said, college students do not have to go in debt to get a degree. They can work their way through, like many of us did before the day of student loans. Phil, whose Twitter handle is Welp, look at him, says, ma'am, you were classmates with Moses when college classes cost only a few shekels. Like,
Don't say that. Because what is
like,
she talking about?
right? Do you know how much college is? Now, girl, if you don't get out here. And then my last thing, I'm leaving with you because it's going to be a quick opinion. Just say yes or no. That's all. This
Okay.
man left me at a bar because a random man I don't know and have never talked to in my life sent me a shot to our table. He literally got up and left. Someone replied and said, did you accept the drink? Because if you did, I would have left too. I would have taken that taken that as disrespect. Both of the people who've commented here, the person who originally posted and the person who replied, were both women. What are your thoughts there? Is it rude that she accepted a drink while on a date with someone else?
Yes.
Is he wrong for leaving?
Look at what I'm saying. Yes.
Yeah, I wish you could see her. She said yes, but she shaking her head no.
You're like, why would you turn away free liquor? Like, first of all, where's it going? It's alcohol abuse. Alcohol
You
abuse
gotta tell him to send another one. You need
Child,
to.
alcohol abuse is defined, according to Merriam-Webster dictionary, as alcohol being unconsumed and or wasted. That's alcohol abuse.
I don't know if
That's recent studies.
Okay. Recent
It's recent
studies.
studies. Don't you always questioning some shit? Just understand that I know what I be talking about.
I'm gonna go with it.
I was really sitting here shaking my head. No, I said yes, boy. Like no. I mean, I could see how it would be perceived as disrespect though. Just like, dang, a man sent you a drink, and it's like, now see what they could have did is been petty and toasted each other off, like thanks for the free drink, or been petty and sent the man one back.
Right.
Well, no, because everything don't require petty. You know what? I gotta stop just giving this piss poor solutions. But no, I take that back. I mean, I can see how he felt disrespectful, but I'd have tried to be slick. I'd have tried to act like I ain't want it and then act like, oh, why you went to the bathroom and I knocked it over in my mouth.
Right.
I drank it all.
So that's all I have. I'm leaving you with those things to think about, but officially leaving you with my boyfriend just said, hey, and I yelled, must be the money. Because I did not realize.
Hey, must be the money.
But I feel like if someone says, hey, you naturally
must
know
be the
you're
money.
supposed to say that.
Yeah.
If you don't know that, or if you're not going to say that, then maybe
too young.
You're too young, and maybe you need new friends in your circle. Because you have to have people in your circle that know to respond to certain things. Like if someone randomly says to the window, you know someone else is going to say to the wall.
See, I knew.
You have to know your cues. It's like
ain't nobody coming.
So, but yeah,
ain't nobody coming. People say to see you, Otis.
Oh no, you need more than that because you didn't even say it like him. You said, "I'm thinking this is a song." I'm like, "Is this a song?"
You did look so.
Yeah, like I can't wait till people hear you say that. They're gonna be like, "What?" Because you literally said, "Ain't nobody coming."
And not defense though, y'all. I'm sitting here in pajamas, tired, and still needing to finish things for work.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little sleepy. Okay.
Yeah. Well, ballheads, we're about to let y'all go. We're both tired. Urban Laughter's been doing a lot of work. I've done a lot of moving.
He did too. Y'all should see him. His head all thin. He all thinned out.
Mm,
He looks strung out.
yeah. So it's that crack. But I'm gonna let y'all go. We'll talk to y'all next week, ballheads. Oh, could we have a guest next week?
We got a guest next week. We got
I'm
a
sure
guest.
Urban Laughter at some point in time will make a post so you guys can see that we have a guest coming. So
Don't do me like that. Like I wasn't gonna make a post.
I know I said it because I knew you were going to make a post.
Oh, I thought you were saying like
She
you
always
gonna make
thinking
it.
I'm trying to come at her.
Because usually I gotta be on my defense.
All right, ballheads. We'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.